because it's so close to Valentine's Day, we're going to have a Valentine's Day song. But don't worry, we're still going to have a beach book and a beach yoga flow. So it should be a fun little combination today. Boys and girls, do you see what's on the flannel board today? Let's see, there's a heart. And what is this? Can you speak out loud and tell me? It's a wheel, isn't it? Well, there's a song in Storytime I always like to do around Valentine's Day. And it's, there's a little wheel a-turning in my heart. And so all kinds of things can be in my heart. And we're going to do the flannel board and you can help me. There's only a few words to this song, so I hope that soon you'll just sing right along with me. It's an old folk song. There's a little wheel a-turning in my heart. There's a little wheel a-turning in my heart. In my heart, in my heart. There's a little wheel a-turning in my heart. Well, let's see what else is in our hearts today. I hope we have a whole lot of love in our heart. But we also have tweet, 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 tweet. We've got a bird in our heart today. Let's sing about the bird in our heart. There's a little bird a-tweeting in my heart. There's a little bird a-tweeting in my heart. In my heart, in my heart. There's a little bird a-tweeting in my heart. Let's see what else we've got. Oh, some of our most fun animals, I think. Here's one that's going to come hopping. Who do you think it is? Hop, 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 hop. There's a little bunny hopping in my heart. There's a little bunny hopping in my heart. There's a little bunny hopping in my heart. In my heart, in my heart. There's a little bunny hopping in my heart. Cha, cha, cha. Let's see what else we've got. Oh, this is another animal that hops and jumps. Can you guess what it is? I'll even give you a hint what it says. Ribbit? You guessed a frog, didn't you? There's a little frog a-hopping in my heart. There's a little frog a-hopping in my heart. In my heart, in my heart. There's a little frog a-hopping in my heart. Cha, cha, cha. Let's see what else we've got here. This tiny, tiny little creature goes bzzz. Can you guess what it is? There's a little bee buzzing in my heart. There's a little bee a-buzzing in my heart. There's a little bee a-buzzing in my heart. In my heart, in my heart. There's a little bee a-buzzing in my heart. Buzz, buzz, buzz. Oh, this is my favorite one, so we'll have this be the last one, okay? Now, this animal is very big and goes moo. There is a cow mooing in my heart. There's a little cow mooing in my heart. There's a little cow mooing in my heart. In my heart, in my heart. There's a little cow mooing in my heart. Cha, cha, cha. And you know, grown-ups, it's so much fun. You can use any animal and you can add it to this song. You could keep this song going all afternoon with different verses. I hope you enjoyed it. Our book today is Fun Dog, Sun Dog. Look at that dog wearing the sunglasses. This story is by Deborah Heiligman and illustrations are by Tim Bowers. Let's see who published our book today. Marshall Cavendish. Thank you, Marshall Cavendish. Oh my goodness, can that dog ever jump? There's lots of great rhyming phrases in this book. I think you're going to really love it. Tinka, that's the dog's name. Tinka is a sweet dog, a treat dog, a jumping up to greet dog. A fun dog, a sun dog, a run and run and run dog. A ride dog, a slide dog, a stay right by my side dog. A beach dog, a reach dog, a something new to teach dog. Tinka is a dandy dog, a sandy dog, a snatching all my candy dog. A howl dog, a yowl dog, a crawl beneath my towel dog. Oh, Tinka feels badly. An ocean dog, a motion dog, a grabbing suntan lotion dog. A sticky dog, an icky sticky licky dog. Oh dear. Tinka is a hot dog, a trot dog, a runs away a lot dog. A fair dog, a bear dog, and I don't want to share dog. Can't you even almost imagine singing this? There's so many rhyming words, it's almost like a song. A busy dog, a dizzy dog, a soda is too fizzy dog. Tinka is a park dog, a bark dog, a take me home, it's dark dog. A night dog, a fright dog, a something's not quite right dog. Oh, do you see what's not right? Is that a skunk there? A hay dog, a sprayed dog, a skunk got in the way dog. The skunk sprayed Tinka. Tinka is a stink dog, a blink dog, a too big for the sink dog. A tub dog, a rub dog, a scrub-a-dub-a-dub dog. Have you ever heard that you have to wash dogs in tomato juice if they get sprayed by a skunk? That's what happened to Tinka. Tinka is a prancy dog, a dancy dog, a brushed and combed and fancy dog. A nap dog, a rap dog, a climb up in my lap dog. A care dog, a share dog, a when I need her there dog. And they all lived happily ever after, the end. Today our yoga flow is going to be a beach yoga flow. So all of our poses are going to be things that would happen on the beach, maybe things we would do or things we would see. So our first thing is to breathe. So we're going to inhale and exhale. Sometimes when you breathe so that you can kind of hear your breath, it almost sounds like the waves coming in and going out at the beach. So take a few more inhales and exhales. And pretend that the waves are coming in and going out at the beach. You're going to see our poses over here. The child's doing the pose, and then there's the symbol fuzzed out in the background. So our lifeguard's fuzzed out in the background, and our child is doing mountain pose. So you stand tall, you're going to stand up, your legs are hip width apart, your feet are facing forward. See if you can feel your knees over your ankles, your hips over your knees, your shoulders, over your hips, and tuck your chin in just a tiny bit so that your head isn't coming forward. You're going to pretend to be a lifeguard looking out over the water. So your gaze should be right there at where the water and the sky meet, the horizon line. One of the fun things you can do at the beach is you can play beach rackets. So we're going to do extended mountain pose, and we've already been standing tall in our mountain pose, and you're going to inhale and look up and raise your arms straight up in the air. Then you're going to exhale and bring your arms back down alongside your body. Now inhale and pretend you have a racket and you have to get way up high. So you're stretching with your arm. You're stretching with your arm way up high. And then when you exhale, maybe your racket is way down low. So you're stretching with your arms. The next thing we might see at the beach is a sandpiper, a bird with long legs. And we're going to pretend to do tree pose and pretend to be a sandpiper on one leg. You're standing on one leg and you bend the knee of your other leg that you're not standing on, and you place the sole of your foot against your calf or above your knee but not on your knee. And this is a tough balancing pose that you may want to hang on to your grown-up or a table or a wall. And remember to breathe while you're balancing. And pretend to be one of those birds that has long legs that stands on one leg, a sandpiper. You might even make sounds like a bird, right? It's important to do this pose on both legs, so you may want to pause your video so that you can do that. So that you get balance practice on both legs. In our next pose, we're going to pretend to be a beach chair. And this is one of them that we do in bookworm yoga often as well. We have a big beach ball, and in different segments we have different beach yoga poses, and beach chair was always one of our favorites. So when you're pretending to be a beach chair, you stand tall in mountain, and you bend your knees but keep your spine straight, and you hold your hands out in front of you, and you're pretending to be a beach chair. So I'm inhaling my arms up, and exhale and sit down in my chair. Pretend to be a beach chair in the sand. Now, if we were going to pretend to be a sun tent, what yoga shape would that be like? This is one we do all the time in yoga. Downward facing dog, you're making an upside down V like a sun tent. So let's do our down dog right now. You step back your hands and your feet in an upside down V shape. Your bum is up in the air, and you bring your hips back toward your feet, and you pretend to be a sun tent making shade. You can make shade in your downward facing dog if you put a teddy bear underneath you. You can be making a great tent for your teddy bear. Our next pose is our sandcastle pose, and that's our tabletop. And we can pretend to be a sandcastle by coming down on our hands and knees and making a shape like a house. It's like like a tabletop, but if you think about it, it's also like a house. And it can be a sand castle. Pretend to be a sturdy sand castle. I wonder if you can get into a reverse tabletop. So you were in tabletop, and now if you flip over, you're going to be in reverse tabletop or crab pose. I always like crab pose the most because you can walk clear across the room doing crab pose. So you're going to be lifting your bum to create your table. So that's going to be really strengthening for your arms. And then you're going to walk like a crab. Sometimes you can walk forward and back just one or two little walks, steps, and sometimes you can go clear across the room. Our next pose is our playground slide. Any good beach worth its sand has a playground slide, and that's reverse plank pose. Let me tell you how you do that. You sit with your palms flat on the ground behind you, just behind you, and you keep your legs straight out in front of you. Then you lift your bum a little, and that creates an upside down plank where you can pretend to be a playground slide at the beach. That is a very good arm strengthening pose too. I hope you're breathing while you're doing your playground slide pose. You may need a little rest now, so we're going to come into pretzel legs, or easy seated pose. And that is our meditating pose. So rest your palms on your knees and close your eyes if you're comfortable doing so. And you are meditating at the beach while you're imagining the sounds that are around you. Take a few deep breaths and relax your body. And then finally, sunbathing pose. Now we would never do this without really good sunscreen on, and not for very long, because sunbathing is something in the past. But you can bask in the sun for a few minutes with your sunscreen on in resting pose or shavasana. You lie on your back with your arms and legs stretched out, and you can pretend to be sunbathing. Breathe and rest. And that's our beach yoga flow for today. Well, that was fun. It was a little bit of beach and a little bit of Valentine's Day. So much fun. So we're going to finish up our time today with our story time goodbye song, Aloha Oi, and I hope that you'll hop up and do the hula dance. Aloha Oi, Aloha Oi, story time is over, our dancing time is done. Aloha Oi, Aloha Oi, until we meet again. Thank you for joining me for Yoga and Yodels. We'll see you soon.